The Harford County man found guilty of killing a man at a bus stop in Baltimore, then murdering his deaf and mute cellmate 10 days later has been sentenced to life in prison. Alexa Ashwell was in court, joins us live in studio with what happens next. Alexa.
Mary, the Baltimore City State's attorney says this defendant, Gordon Staron, may be the person of interest in other open cases. As those investigations unfold, an attorney representing family of the victim murdered in his jail cell announced they're pursuing legal action.
The Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office does feel that we were able to begin to get a measure of justice and closure for both the Bell family and the Gantt family.
Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates outside the circuit courthouse after a judge sentenced double murder suspect Gordon Staron to 2 concurrent life terms in prison, one without the possibility of parole, for the 2022 murders of 63-year-old Keith Bell and 34-year-old Javarick Gantt.
Which means this young man will never, ever see the light of day again to harm anyone outside the prison walls.
In court, Staron's attorney argued he was not competent to stand trial back in September when a jury found him guilty of attacking and killing Keith Bell with a hatchet at a bus stop in Baltimore. Less than a week later, Staron entered into a guilty plea for the murder of Javarick Gantt, Staron's deaf and mute cellmate, whom investigators say he strangled to death while in custody for Bell's murder. During sentencing, his attorney cited Staron's serious mental health and substance abuse issues, as well as circumstances while in custody. This case putting the Baltimore Central Booking and Intake Center under the microscope, including the decision to place Staron and Gantt in the same cell.
That they're supposed to do visits, they're supposed to look in on him. That a gentleman who received his methadone, that there are some questions there. But for us, we have to focus on the facts, and the facts is that Mr. Gantt was murdered. And there was rigor mortis when they found his body. That could be 6 to 8 hours after his death. So a lot of questions are there.
They're put in the same cell. Family believes that's outrageous.
An attorney representing Gantt's family says they plan to pursue civil action against the state, city, and jail officials. Now that Staron has been sentenced, expecting already requested copies of the police report and administrative report detailing the actions of officers on duty.
Mr. Gantt, being deaf and mute, should not have been placed in a cell in a place where he could not communicate with others, people who were in charge of his safety, such as the staff. So that's another focus of our investigation. There is an Americans with Disabilities Act implication here as well, and we're investigating that as well.
The attorney says they hope to have the civil suit filed by the first half of 2025. When asked how many other cases investigators believe Staron may be connected to, Bates wouldn't go into detail, only saying enough. Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.